penetration time, information time, sensation time, elevation time. It's a whole new dispensation time, right? So we are activating, and it is active, and the light grid is really being activated by the divine energies and the divine synergies, which are the collective energies, the colonies that are coming online, the lighthouse colonies that are coming online. The lighthouses are those of us who are the light leaders, the spiritual leaders that are beacons of light, and we have jobs to do. Ashe, ain't that right? Butterfly Royale, keep the hearts coming. Definitely feels like there is a shift, and that's because it is. And we are the ones that are a part of the shift. We are the ones that are shifting as we're sifting. Like I always like to say that while we're sifting, we're shifting. As we're filtering through our soul, as we're sifting out the debris, as we're sifting out the dysfunctions, we're sifting out what no longer serves us. A lot of us are feeling like I give two, you know what's of a flux, right? We don't care right now. There's a lot that I don't know how many of y'all been feeling a little bit lighter, just a pinch lighter. The things that, and this is how you know you really got activated by Third Eye Atlas. The things, thank you, wind, right? The things that were annoying us, the things that were weighing on us, whatever they may be, we suddenly just felt like a lift. It suddenly just felt like I give two rats ass. Like, why am I even concerned? We have suddenly been feeling that, and not in a downplay it way, right? Not in a disrespectful way, not in a way of I don't care anything about you, right? This is more in a way of this is no longer going to hold me back. This is not my concern. This is a drag on my spiritual ascension, and I just don't have time for this no more. A lot of us like shifted, and we're like fitting into our new crystalline bodies, our new cat suit, if you will. Our new life out of the 9 lives, right? We then entered into the next life. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. And a lot of us are like, yep, I'm here. I'm fitting in right now. Thank you for joining Divine C. And I was just talking about 9, and look what I see, Divine 9. You are divine number 9. Welcome in. Grab a heart, drop some hearts, tap the live so more of our soul tribers can find us. Find the algorithms, the energetic algorithms, right? Jaquana Man, is that what it say? I don't think that's what it say, but I see a J. I'm gonna say J. Hey J, peace, love, and light. Drop them hearts. Thank you, Divine 9. Continue to drop them hearts. Let me turn this light up just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Give me a bright light. I just had some natural light here, and that sun was like, pow, just kissing my face, kissing that face, giving me the copper skin, right? So what we talking about now that we got us here, we got the Fantastic Four up in here, which is the foundational four. So I shade to you. Thank you, number 4. Turn this light on right here. I need all the light I could get because my sunlight, kind of went away. That didn't really make a difference. But anyway, peace, love, and light to you. Happy whatever day this is for you. I'm going to call it Third Eye Heart Day because according to our 5D calendar, we're on the heart chakra. And according to the full moon transmutation going from the root going up, we're on our third eye. So it is a third eye heart day where we're placing our left hand on our third eye to receive what we need out of the third eye and pouring it into our heart. Right hand on the heart, breathing in the third eye, exhaling into the heart. This is just something we were talking about last night with the chakra infusions that we're working with this particular full moon. So that's what we could do on this day. Breathing in all the revelation, the insight, the intuition, the wisdom, and exhaling that into the heart, to giving the heart the expansion that it's need. Also, it's almost like the revelations are giving the heart its new jump start, like clear, clear. Revelations coming through, clear, right? I don't know about you and you and you, but let them revelations come on through. TP, what did it say? Pleasant, pleasant. Thank you for joining. Forgive me if I don't say the rest of it because I didn't bring the glasses out here. But I want to get into this Doomsday, doomsday preparation. I did a video about it. If you want to, check in, you can see that I did a video yesterday about it, talking about the doomsday being a preparation for rebirth, for the rebirth of this new timeline, the rebirth of this new paradigm, the rebirth of this new cyclical year, this true new year. It's a whole new beginning, the rebirth after we've come out of this energetic seal that Third Eye Atlas has just traversed us through, right? Amplifying the nodal axis, South Node Virgo, North Node Pisces, getting rid of the shadows of South Node Virgo, of false service, false humanity, to bring us to true humanitarianism of the Aquarian age and into the North Node of the spiritual house of Pisces. So it is amplifying a spiritual maturation. All of this is taking place, right? Ashe, Ashe. I'm glad you see it. Thank you. Keep tapping up the hearts. The more we tap the hearts, the more our soul tribers can find us. Those who are meant to find us will be able to find us. Ashe, Divine 9. I know you on it. I know you feel it. Royale, you still there? Butterfly, you still there? Let me know. Drop a 3. Let me know if you're still here, because we're going to get into this right here, right now. So let me go back a little bit. Let me talk about this doomsday, because I did speak about it before. It was in regards to the doomsday fish, just to give us a little backdrop story. The doomsday fish were showing up in the Pacific Ocean along the shores. There were some in California, and there was some in like the Indonesia area, somewhere on that Asian side, right? So the doomsday fish are fish that are very, very deep. They're called like oarfish or something like that. Really big, snake-like looking fish. They're from real, real depths of the ocean. So when they come up, they don't have much time to live, right? They're on the shores and they don't have much time to live. And so there goes the doomsday. That's how they get their name, doomsday fish. Also because it's a reason why they come up. There's some disturbance in the oceanic floor, and there's a reason why they come up. So clearly it's highlighting that something is brewing, something is on the horizon. So here, there, thenceforth, we have doomsday. It's kind of letting people know, hey, you see them doomsday fish, something's coming. Like, I'm pretty sure the indigenous people knew this. If they spotted it, they knew to start going to higher grounds. They knew to start, preparing themselves, because that means there's going to be some kind of shake up, some type of earthly shake up, right? I'm pretty sure the indigenous people knew this. So this was coming up somewhere in March. And I remember saying, there's something, when I heard doomsday, it was like, the 20th of March is usually what I've been calling doomsday ever since 2020, me personally. So, and that's just due to, when the pandemic and everything played out, and when it actually hit me was on the 20th. Not knowing at that time that the spring equinox was every 20th of March and the 21st on a leap year, but usually the 20th of March. So now all of this is coming together even tighter, and it's like, oh, no wonder why I called it doomsday, like a whole new revelation of doomsday. See, revelation, I'm on the third eye, and the third eye is about what? Revelations of truth. And the third eye, today's a third eye day as well. So bringing that to the scope, bringing that to the reality of what is happening, looking at the scope of everything. Doomsday, what people think of as, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's the end that is the beginning. And I've been saying, we've been seeing this for the past 6 months, when we kept having a new moon at 28 degrees. The new moon was always at the end of the cycle. So something new that is happening at the end of a cycle. Let's just listen to that for a minute. Sometimes we just got to take a deep breath. Let me breathe that in. Let me breathe in that sigh. Ooh, breath of life, right? It was a new moon at the end of a cycle. This is a new year at the end of a cycle. What cycle? The 12 house cycle from Aries to Pisces. As Pisces closes, we enter into Aries, we enter into spring. The earth is at an equal light, what do I want to say, equilibrium, but it's equal light, right? And there's a certain tilt, there's a certain access to the earth in these new light codes. And anytime there's something new, there's something closing out. Every time we cross this transition, this threshold, if you will, right? Misinformation, repeated violations could result in your life being discontinued. Wow, I'm just getting all kind of threats up in here. I don't know if that means somebody's reporting me, or are they just saying, because, okay, last night this happened for the first time while we were talking about the pandemic. And this time is something else. So either way, like I said, for me, that was the end of something, right? I was coming through the dark night of the soul in 2020, just coming off of a narc, like basically being a narc survival, just realizing that I was grade A fuel for a narc, right? Realizing that this demonic entity, because these narcissistic tendencies that we're seeing are definitely demonically driven, right? That's a story for another day. We're going to talk about that more tomorrow, right? As we see more narcs coming up. But this was something I was coming out of, a dark night of the soul, and then here was that plan, you know what, in 2020. So I called it doomsday. And then now here we are, full cycle. Here's these doomsday fish coming up in the Pacific Ocean. And I remember saying in that video, around the 20th or somewhere after, there's going to be some ish happening in the Pacific Ocean, because that's around where the Ring of Fire is. The Ring of Fire is not far from the crown chakra of the earth, the meridians of the earth. And the crown chakra is like more on the Asian eastern side, and the root chakra is in Mount Shasta on the west coast, California. All of that is like a whole big ring of fire. And as light codes are penetrating the earth, just like when light codes come into us, it comes in through the, thank you for the follow, it comes in through the crown, right? The crown is our gateway to the cosmos in our body, right? The soul star, Ashe, thank you so much for the heart. The soul star, which is above us. Soul star is like right above your crown, right? This is the real cosmic gateway right here, your soul star. But the gateway that is in your body starts at the crown. So we open our crown. So as light codes come through, they come in and they penetrate through the crown, right? Not saying they can't touch us at any angle of our body, but they penetrate through the crown. Thank you, Royale, peace, love, and light. Thank you for the heart. So imagine that. Remember, just as we are bodies, so too is the earth. The earth in and of itself is a soul, is a body. Stick with me, y'all. I'm really bringing home, I'm bringing a new perspective to how we see doomsday, right? And so this light energy and information that is hitting the planet, coming from the galactic center, coming through our soul star, which is our soul star, is the sun is our solar center of our solar system, is our, let's say, systemic soul star, right? Collectively. And so the light codes are coming through that, and the sun is giving us, it is the server that is serving us what we need, all the light codes that we need. And it has definitely been activated by Third Eye Atlas that has passed through our solar system and just left right before the new moon. So it gave that new moon its kick, right? Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, Divine Nine. I didn't even see. Let me make sure I see if anyone was commenting here. I don't want to miss with y'all. Hey, Tommy. Tommy made it in. Time has speed up since 2020. Yes, because time has been constantly accelerating. We're on an accelerated pace. And for those of us who are experiencing our time-space reality in the fourth dimension, right? The earth is in its fifth dimension, but we are oscillating between timelines and within a time zone and so forth. So some of us are experiencing this at a fourth dimensional level, right? So we're feeling the ins and outs. We're feeling the ups and downs, the ins and outs. Time is speeding up, time is slowing down. How we're experiencing time is dependent on how we're experiencing the space that we're in, right? How we're pushing timelines. Ashe, me too. Just followed you. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. And the fan club sent her heart meat. Let me make sure I see. I don't want to leave you all out. Discussing the doomsday fish and its connection to the planetary shift. Yes, AI. Thank you. That's what we're doing. So all this energy and information is coming through, and just like it filters, it comes through our crown, it comes through the crown of the planet. So things are coming through that crown area, and I've been watching this for quite some time. Even since last year, I even did a video about it, like on YouTube, with Third Eye Atlas, and how everything, these waves are hitting the ring of fire. It's hitting, coming through the crown chakra, and it's like it's going straight down, sometimes into the depths of the earth. The light that has been buried under the earth, and this is why we had volcanoes erupting around that time as well. That light that has been under the earth, that light that is the wisdom, the Sophia energy, is that lava light that has been traveling underneath the earth all this time, and she is erupting. The essence of her is erupting in the atmosphere. This is the rising of the Sophia energy. This is the next level of the divine feminine energy that has been pouring into the planet very heavily since 2020. So we have all of that going on, and so it's all very interrelated. Trust me, as it hits these areas, it is disturbing, like underneath in the depths of the earth, plates that are rubbing and things like that. So there's a disturbance in the bottom of the ocean floor, and then we start to see the doomsday fish coming up. And these are all signs of the times of what's happening as well. It's highlighting to us, this is the true new year. Not just that, but it's really speaking to us on multi-dimensional levels. For those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, for those who are activating their third eye, we're recognizing, we're seeing the truth of what is. Thank you for the hearts. Keep heart and heart and heart, and so we get those who need to find us here. And so it's really bringing us to the preparation of the beginning of an end, and an end that is like no other. Believe me, Third Eye Atlas is not to be taken lightly. This is a great, significant cosmic messenger that has passed in our time, and we will never see it again. Never, ever, ever, ever. This is not a regular comet. This is a cosmic Jehudi, cosmic messenger, coming straight from the galactic center and returning there. It has come here in a particular time to light us all up. So it's unlocking so many dormant codes in the earth and in you. And I've spoken on this before. A lot of the things you see happen in the earth are these resistance spots in the earth. And so it's erupting. It's shaking. It's ground breaking, shaking. The foundations are being shook. The foundations in the earth, the foundation in you, the foundations in me, we, all of us. So wherever there's any resistance, not just in the earth, but in us, not just the manifestation of the earth, but the manifestation of us, our bodies, our minds. This is why we have to do, the nervous system is being calibrated. So we have to do things that are calibrating our nervous system, that allowing us to calibrate, grounding, being with the elements, listening to the wind, the wisdom in the wind. All of this is a part of it, right? So I say all that to say this doomsday fish is definitely a sign of the times. And I said that something is going to be happening after 420 in the Pacific Ocean. And since then, there have been other earthquakes. And of course, a major one was coming. And look when it came, during the full moon. The full moon is the halfway through the cycle of the new moon. So remember, 420 was around the new moon. The new moon was right before 420, like just a day or two before that. And so now, in the middle of the cycle, now we have the fullness of this moon that is bringing it to us. And here comes, on the day of the full moon, the earthquake, 7.4 magnitude. Where? In Indonesia. Where did we see the doomsday fish? Indonesia, California. Where do we just have these earthquakes? A 7.4 in Indonesia, a I think it was a 4.6 in California, in one of those Bay areas. And so both on the sides where you saw the doomsday fish, and what did they see? Two fish, which represents Pisces. So it's even showing you out of the waters, out of the birth of the waters. When we come out of the womb, we come out of the waters. So when we're coming out into this new beginning, when we kickstart, fire up the Aries season with the spring equinox, it is just freshly coming out of the womb. When we're coming out of Pisces, we're coming out of the spiritual house. We're coming out of the primordial waters. We are coming out of the womb, from the womb of the universe through the womb of the earth and into the womb of your soul. We are coming out of the womb and out of the waters. Those two fish were highlighting that, right? And then the next thing to look at, I'm seeing what I was getting information about, was we are witnessing a cyclical completion. We are witnessing a cyclical completion. What is that? The number 12, right? Some of us celebrate New Year's on the 20th of March, spring equinox, the true new year according to the cosmos and the origins of time. And some of us are celebrating the new year on April 1st, returning it back to the calendar. Either way, it's still spring, but returning it back to the beginning calendars that used, before the Gregorian calendar, that used to celebrate New Year's on April 1st. That's how we got April Fools. Because when they switched it to January, the people that were still celebrating April 1st, the new year, were being laughed at. And they had to do something with that day, so then they taunted them, calling it April Fools. April Fools, this is not the new year. You are the April Fools people. The new year is in January. It was a way to shift it. That's why April Fools has always stood out in that way, right? So anyway, I say that to say this. From March 20th to April 1st is 12 days. From March 20th to April 1st is 12 days, and that is a cyclical completion. 12 is a full cycle around the clock, full cycle around the sun. The 12 gates around the houses on high, right? So this is a cyclical completion, and we're witnessing it. We're witnessing it just coming out of it, these 12 days. So this is a return to completion. This was yesterday, a cold day 7, which was 7 is manifestation and return to completion. So what it was highlighting to me is that it expresses this 7 that expresses manifestation of a new year with a cyclical completion seal of 12 days, which is from 3/20 to April the 1st. So we were just bearing witness to that, because the day before yesterday was the 1st. So we're previously witnessing. On this day, we bear witness to the previous 12 days as the sun and moon lock in at 12 degrees. That's the 3, right? The cyclical completion of doomsday preparation and transition into the new cycle year. So a cyclical completion. I want us to hear that. It's a cyclical completion, and we are in the preparation and transition into a new cycle year. This is what we're understanding. So whether you celebrate it on the 20th or the other day, it is a new cycle year, and we're witnessing this cyclical completion, right? That represents a new beginning of events in the time-space continuum. Like this is just our continuum over and over again. We do a full cycle. We cross this little threshold, and we just crossed a cosmic threshold with Third Eye Atlas, amplifying all that it was doing with the nodes and all of that with Third Eye Atlas. So that was a cosmic threshold, an energetic seal. And so this is a continuum that we're crossing, this threshold. This 12 cyclical completion is also the 3. So the cyclical completion is also the 3 of a creative completion, branding a new way. So we're seeing the 12, we're also seeing a 3, and it is really taking us into the new, right? We're branding this new. When I say branding, we are literally branding the true new year. How many people are you recognizing? How many of you are seeing, not just here on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you're seeing it, so many people are putting up clips about the new year. Not just this year, but this year it just feels a little bit more solidified. You have a lot of people posting about April 1st, and they're saying Happy New Year on April 1st. On spring, we were all saying Happy New Year. Those of us that go by the spring equinox. We've been seeing this for the past couple of years kind of trickle in. I've been doing it since 2022. I've been saying, hey, I'm not saying Happy New Year on I'm not doing this January thing no more. And I officially started waiting until spring, right? When people would tell me Happy New Year, I'd be like, yeah, happy day to you too. It's a new day. But I'll catch up. I'm going to tell you Happy New Year on spring equinox. That's when I'm going to be screaming Happy New Year. And so now it's hitting differently. I don't know how many of y'all feeling it. Can y'all feel it? Drop it in the chat. Let me see how many of you are New Year this year. How many of you have done, like, I want to know what's the difference. Let me see who has been there. Put 320 if you've been celebrating it for spring equinox. Put 4-1 if you've been celebrating it for April 1st. Let me see where you all are at with this. Right? Just those of you who are here. Go ahead, tap it in. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Tap up some hearts while you at it too. Let me know. Let me see where y'all at with that. Who was celebrating New Year on March 20th? And who was celebrating New Year on April 1st? There's no right or wrong. It's all in spring. It's bringing us back to where we begin a new year. We are rebranding. Right? There's a new way. We're branding a new way. That's what the recognition of this cyclical completion is. So it doesn't matter whether you do it on the 20th or you did it on the 1st. It's 12 days. And within those 12 days, there's a cyclical completion, and that 12 days is stamping it. You can kind of look at those 12 days as being the actual transition in which we are transitioning. Shalom, shalom. Let me see what y'all saying. April 1st. King says he does his on April 1st. The Passover, April 1st. Okay. We got a lot of April 1st up in here. Anybody down for the 20th? Anybody down for Doomsday? The 20th is Doomsday. Right? I'm gonna look at it like that. The 20th is Doomsday, and the 1st is birthday, is rebirth day. So from Doomsday to Rebirth Day, right? I heard more about April 1st than March 20th. Okay. Let me see. Anybody else started at the lunar year? Okay, you started at the lunar year. Got it. It is a feasting. Let me see. A feasting for, what is it? Beta Israel. It's a feasting for Beta. I think you're saying Beta. Follow the live. Thank you, Eve, for following the live. Let me see who else. We, Adam and Eve, stole your magic stick feelings. We, Adam, Eve. Are you saying Adam and Eve is we? We stole your magic stick feelings. I got the magic stick. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. As soon as you put that, I got the song in my head already. I got the magic stick. We are no longer trapped in a one dome situation with you as a power holder. We conquered your people, hid your history. Info waiting. I think it says info waiting. What are we saying? We conquered your people, hid your history. In what way? Now I'm like, okay, how do I take that? What are we talking about? Because the people that hid the history were those elites, those powers that was hiding the history of the ancient ones and so forth. But it's not hidden no more. I followed you. Peace, love, and light. Thank you, King. Thank you for the follow. Tight fitting. I like your earrings. Yes, thank you. Because I'm tapping into my third eye right now. This is about the third eye. So I'm tapping in. Today's a third eye day according to the full moon transmutation, and it's a heart chakra day according to our 5D calendar. So for those of you that want to tap in on the true timeline, well, it's not the only way, but I have 5D calendars to help get you off the Gregorian calendar. That it can do. Too deep for words. Tree of a woman's life. Okay. Trying to distract us. I see, right? It is, it is. I've been meditating all day. Good. Oh, you got some meditation? I haven't slept all day. Like, I just been up all day. My meditation was a walk. I guess you could say that. I went for a whole walk in the park, like a little 2 mile walk, and then I just been on the go. What about the calendars? Oh, okay. The calendars, I have 5D calendars, in case for those of you who don't know. I do have 5D calendars. This is the third year that we've been putting them out. It's really helpful to get you on the, let me see if I could get them, because I keep coming out here and forgetting to bring it and show y'all. But we've been doing it for 3 years, and it starts with the new year beginning in the spring equinox. Can you look on the table if you see the calendar, the 5D calendar, and bring it to me? Thank you. Let me see what you were saying. What about the calendars? Where can we order? Oh, right here with me. You can get the calendars. You can order them. You could email me at akilatextry@gmail.com, or you can just go ahead and message me here on TikTok, or if here, I would suggest if you're on YouTube too. You got it? Thank you. I would suggest if you're on YouTube, let me see if we got the new one. These are the old calendars. I thought she was going to bring me the new ones. Where the new ones at? Okay, well, I'll show you this. Right, this is last year's calendar where it says 2017 is 2025. So this year, of course, it's going to say 2018 is 2026, because we're going by the Mayan and the Ethiopian timeline, so to speak, where 2020 was really 2012 because they put us 8 years ahead. So right here, we return back to the times. It's called Return to Kemet. So it is Kemetically inclined, because that's how I've been guided through my soul's design, right? I'm not saying this is the only calendar. No calendar, and let me give y'all the message just like it came to me. There's no one way to eat a Reese's. No, that's not how it came. But there's no one way to have these calendars. There are many calendars as it was shown to me. It's just a matter of getting off of the false matrix. Get out of the Gregorian calendar. Get out. Thank you for that. Get out. Is that dedicated? Did dedicated find her way in here? So you can order the calendars by either on here or, email me. Right? So grand rising, right? It's rising. Oh, you rising with me too? It is our rising time. So you must have remembered that I'm pushing time. So this is our wake up time. They just now, eating breakfast. So yes, thank you for that. Nice to know somebody's with me. Grand rising. Invite dedicated roots. It's so good to see you here. Let me see. Yep. Ethiopia. Yes. So I go by the Ethiopian timeline. Big facts. Ashe. Perfect timing. You talking about the calendar. That's right. You right on time. That's what I was saying when I saw your heart. I said, oh, she right on time. We really in 2018. Yes, King, we are really in 2018. They bumped us up 8 years ahead. Let me make sure, because I won't go all the way and then I'll miss somebody's comment. I was just saying this earlier, like 29 minutes ago, how happy I was. Everybody know it's really 2018. See? You on it. We here. This is why you here. This is why you here. Right on time, King. We're in alignment. Ashe, everyone. Let's go. That's right. Thank you, dedicated. Pump you up. Right? Can you show that again? And is that, yep. Is that the one to buy? No, this is last year's own. I thought she was going to bring me the one to buy. There's a newer one, right? Let me scroll it up. Okay, I want to make sure I get us back up. Okay. So I'm going to show it to you again. So, yep, this is the calendar. Tell me if y'all can see it. This is last year's calendar. This is our second calendar, okay? Right? This was our first calendar. She brought me everything but the now calendar, right? This is the first calendar that says 2016 is really 2024, right? So this was our first calendar, and this was our second calendar. It's called Return to Kemet, a shift in time. because it's helping us to shift the timelines, to shift back to the true timelines, to leave the false matrix. This is to help you leave the false matrix and find your true timeline just by getting off of their timeline. And so, as I said, it's not the only way. There are other calendars, but I must say this is very easy to read. I could like show y'all a little sneak peek, so that you see. This is like when you open it up. Like I said, it's Kemetically inclined because that's how I was guided through Kemet, right? My ancient ancestry is definitely Kemet. So that's how I get my information. So the month is Asar. I know it's probably showing backwards, but it says Asar because it's Aries. The first month is Aries, and we start on the first day being spring equinox. So it'll say it right here. On the bottom, it'll say March 20th. So it's very easy to read. What I like about this calendar is it's very easy to read if you want to be able to still tap in to the Gregorian calendar. Not that we want to go by it, but because we still have to integrate with this world. We still have to do business with this world sometimes. So when people are on their dates, they could tell you, yeah, on the 21st. And we could go, oh, okay, yeah, that's the 2nd of Asar. That is the 2nd day of Asar. So if you're looking, if somebody give you any dates on the calendar, let's say you got an event coming up and they say, oh, it's March 25th. Well, if you look here, it says anything from March 20th to April 20th, you will find here on the month of Asar, aka Aries. Ashe? So if you're looking for anything within those dates, that's where you'll find it, and you'll find it at the bottom. Right? The smaller numbers will be the numbers of the 3D Gregorian calendar. So if I'm looking for 25, I'm going to look from the 20th and I'm going to go all the way over to the 25th. And that's where the 25th, this is where March 25th is going to be. And what day is that? The bigger number says 4. Ashe, so that's the 4th day of Aries. And get this, y'all, you know when y'all hear these degrees, all these degrees, the degrees are the days. Let me just make it simple for you, right? 2-2, that's what I'm talking about. Blue 22. I'm seeing 2-2, master builder. 22 is a master builder. So the degrees, let me say that again. Let me slow it down and say that again. When y'all hear them talking about the degrees in a sign or a house, which is really the true month, the degrees are the days. So when it says the 4th, the 25th is the 4th, that's telling you that it is the 4th degree in Aries. The 4th degree in Aries is the 4th day in Aries, right? And just to show you how on point that is, we just had, right? Remember I just told y'all about the cyclical completion. Whether you celebrate the new year on the 20th or on the 1st, it's 12 days from the 20th to the 1st. Okay? We begin on the 20th. It's the first day of the year. Now count 12 days after that, you're going to get to the 1st. The full moon was on the 1st. How many, let me see who was paying attention. How many degrees was the full moon? I'll wait. We doing a little bit of class right now. Talk to me. Listen to me now. Let me see who got that. Somebody put it in the chat. How many degrees was the full moon? Let's see who been following along. Right? No, not 4. You was paying attention to what we were saying on the calendar. You got that part right because I was talking about what day on the calendar. But let me say it again. We started on the 20th. I just told you that the degrees are the days, and we started the new year on the 20th. Asar or Aries starts on the 20th. And we count from that 12 days, and we got to the 1st. And the 1st was the full moon. How many degrees was the full moon? The full moon was it Wednesday? Yes, the full moon was on Wednesday, April 1st. How many degrees was the full moon? I think 300 and no, you went too far. Not that far. Just the full moon. The day of the full moon, I mean, how many degrees was the sun and the moon? 8 degrees. Okay, okay. Let's see who got it. Let me see. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Let me see who got it. The question is, how many degrees was the full moon? I'm gonna say it one more time. The full moon. Oh, somebody got it. Somebody got it. Dedicated Roots, you get a brand new prize. Look under your seat. You get a brand new prize. I was just gonna say it again. 12. You got it. 12 degrees. So I'm gonna say it again anyway, just to bring us all there together, right? The degrees are the days. Every time you hear the degrees, they are the days. So if I'm telling you now, we started Aries or Asar, the first month in the cycle, the first month of the entire cyclical year, started on March 20th. And from March 20th to the 1st is 12 days. Remember, the days are the degrees, is 12 days. And the full moon and the sun, it's not really so much about the moon, it's the sun. The full moon and the sun were both in exact opposition at 12 degrees. So the count is not really about the moon, it's really about the sun, right? Because if there's a full moon, that means the sun has to be in exact opposition. So it is the sun that has moved to the 12th degree. And I don't even want to say the sun moved. Let me clarify. It's the earth through a solar perspective, because the sun is not the one that moves around. We move around the sun. It is the earth that moves around the sun annually. It takes a year. It takes a cyclical year. It takes us going through the 12 houses. It takes us 1 year to go through the 12 houses. So it is the earth's position through a solar perspective. So when you hear that, when they say the sun is at however many degrees, it's really the earth, right? Let's just hold on to that. Think about that. Because y'all don't never hear nobody talking about the earth sign, right? Nobody, do y'all ever hear anybody saying the earth is in Pisces, the earth is in Aries? No, they tell you about all the other planets. They tell you the sun is here, the moon is here, Venus, Mercury, da 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 da. They talk about all the planets all the way to Pluto, from Mercury to Pluto, except Earth. Why don't they ever say the earth is here, the earth is there? Because wherever the sun is where we are. It is where the earth is through a solar perspective. So when they say the sun is at 12 degrees, it is the earth who has moved to the 12th degree of sunlight in the house of Aries. Ooh, let me say that again. It is the earth that has moved to the 12th degrees of sunlight in Aries, aka Asar, right? I like to use the Kemetic language because to bring it back to the origins, to take it away, because even when we say Aries, Pisces, all of that, those are Greek names. Those are Greek names, and Greek sure did take its time, its precious time, bastardizing Kemet into Egypt, because that's what Egypt is, a bastardized version of Kemet, right? Earth is like heaven. Ooh, I like that. As above, so below. Tell me what I need to know. Ashe? That's what I like to say. As above, so below. Tell me what I need to know. I've seen the stars in line as well. Ashe, ashe. Thank you, Dedicated Roots. The sun made me have an ascension. You are right. That's right. I know you see it. Show you right. I know you see it. 12 tribes of Israel. Yep. 12, 12, all the way around. Oh, there go that 144. So you get the point. You get what I'm saying. So this is why I said this 12, this calendar is only going to help you. Believe me, it's only going to help you. And you can, the portals are in here. I have in here, you'll see where it says the 3-3 portal opened up, or the 4-4 portal, which is about to open up. You'll see portals. You'll see the sun where there is a full moon, half moon, quarter moon. I have the moons in there and portals in there, and there's even more portals. It gives you room to write on this calendar and find your own portals. Find your own portals in time. And I've also done workshops with it. I'm supposed to do another workshop coming up soon. For those who want to know how to utilize the calendar, I do a workshop and explain it to them, similar to what I'm doing now. But we go a little bit deeper in. We allow people to look at the numbers, play with the numerology, because the numbers guide us, right? Wherever the collective consciousness is, this is how we find these portals, right? So the Gregorian calendar, although it is the false matrix, most of the world, they have their consciousness there. There's a collective consciousness that adheres to it. And so their collective consciousness gives it power numerologically. And that is where we find portals, right? And so just like we have it, okay. And just like we have that, they jamming in that Jeep. And just like we have that with the 3D Gregorian calendar, we also have it in the 5D calendar. The same way I find portals in the 3D calendar, the same way there are portals here. So you got your 3D portals, you got your 5D portals. What do I mean by that? Just like we have the 1111 portal, the 88 portal in according to the 3D calendar, so too do we have it here. The 1-1 portal. So on the first day of Aries is a 1-1 portal, right? Because that's the first day of the first month. When we get into Taurus, Taurus is the second month, right? Also known as Jeb, right? Taurus is the second month. So the 2-2 portal is in Taurus. The second day of the second month is a 2-2 portal, and so on and so on. So these are just ways that we give everybody room to play with the numbers, find numerological, if you're into divine numerology, all of that. But most importantly, it helps you to get off the Gregorian calendar. And even the holidays, that's explained in here as well. I don't do the holy days, but it has collective consciousness, and we still need to alchemize that, harness that energy for good and for true. So what I do is on those days, and I don't do alternative holidays, like instead of Thanksgiving, we do Friendsgiving. No, it's something that takes your soul into the remembering, right? So for example, we got May coming up. What's usually Memorial Day? We call it remembering the soul. The day of remembering the soul, soul's remembrance, to bring you into to alchemizing the collective consciousness and the high frequencies into being intentional about your soul's remembrance, being an active participant in the remembering of our soul's activation, right? So the days, whenever there's a holiday, it is shifted completely to soul work and soul activity. For example, Valentine's Day, since it's always all about people looking for love and all on Valentine's Day, it is Divine Sacred Union Day. It is inviting you to go into your consciousness and have a holy, sacred, what they call holy, but a sacred matrimony in your soul's consciousness, between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your masculine, your feminine, your ego and intuition, your will and understanding, right? So that divine sacred union is it inviting you in your soul to have the harmony of duality in your soul. This is just an example of what you'll see in this calendar. This is really a tool. It's not just a calendar. It's a tool to help guide you in your path to be an active participant in your soul's activation, in your soul's ascension, and to help get you off of the out of the false matrix and into a true timeline reality, right? So get your calendars. Don't be shy. Don't let it run out, and then you're gonna have to wait for the next printed set. And it's not a whole big mass. I'm not in mass production yet. Okay. So it's made a few at a time. So get what you can get now. I mean, it won't take long to get some more to you, but if you want this, you can message me, you can email me at akilatextry@gmail.com. Believe me, you're gonna love it. Ashe. So greetings, you made it. So you live according to your perspective. Ashe, yes. 3-3, now I see the 3-3, master creativity. 33. So that's what the calendar is helping us do. And so, as I've been speaking about the calendar, what brought me to the calendar? We were talking about the 12 days. And so, whether you celebrate 420, which is what I do, me personally, I celebrate the new year on 320, sorry, on 320, which is the spring equinox, springing forth according to the cosmos and time. I mainly follow the cosmos and the stars, the celestials into the earth. So for me, it's 320 and what I call doomsday, right? Which brings me back to my point of what we were talking about with the doomsday fish that were coming up in the Pacific, that was highlighting to us the earth is very active right there. There is something that is splitting deep in the earth, and there's something that is coming. And as you can see, I said it, I told y'all after this, it's going to be some type of earthquake. It's going to be something happening at Pacific. So said, so done on both sides of the shore. California, Indonesia. And so this is happening to solidify, to stamp, to highlight to us multiple reasons why it's happening, right? Also because this is where the resistance needs to be released within the earth, right? It's time for that shift. And so what's really great is that this doomsday is highlighting to me, whether you do the 20th or the 1st, there's this 12 days, and I'm now looking at that as this transition. So neither is wrong. And the doomsday is now looked at as a preparation. This transition is a preparation that is showing us from the beginning of an end. That the doomsday, I'm faithfully, let me know if y'all see what I'm seeing. Faithfully, what I'm highlighting is that doomsday is not doom and gloom. Doomsday is a preparation tool. It is tap, 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 letting you know here is a new beginning. It is letting you know that it feels like doom to something that is closing out. Just like I felt on 3/20/2020, right? When everything was shifting and I was going through the dark night of the soul, and then here comes the pandemic. And I was like, what the heck is happening? And it was a loss that needed to happen. Something needed to fall away from me because I was being carried into the next stage and the next level of my life. I was waking up. It was time. My soul, my higher self was saying, hey, we here. This is what we here for. I don't know how many of you felt this around 2020. Like, I was always very spiritual, but for me it was like, oh snap, we here. Like, I knew about the fifth dimension, but I didn't think I would see it in my timeline. Like, I've talked about this when I was 12 years old, talking about what's coming. I knew about the Aquarian age and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know I was going to witness it in my timeline. And so when that hit, it was like this jolt in my soul, in my overself, in my higher self. I know many of us felt it, and it was like, oh shit, we here? Like, you know, like when you on a ride and then you fall asleep and then you like, oh, hey, we here? Oh, okay, time to get up, let's go. And so it was that dawning of the next life, the next shift. And so you kind of feel this loss of everything you once knew is no more, and that's doomsday. I don't know about you, but when everything that you once knew is no more, that could feel like, oh my God, what just happened? It could feel like the end of the world, right? Right? Dedicated Roots is like that part. You know, I like throwing that in. I'd be like, that part, right? You have a strong pineal gland. Thank you. You know, it's so strong. I've been getting breakouts right here. Entering into the third eye. It's like, why my third eye is just pop, pop, popping. Right? Thank you. So it did feel that way, right? That's the Holy Spirit, Ashe. The Trinity that is within me. Truth, beauty, and goodness. Sa, Sakem, Sahu. Right? So I really felt this doomsday, and I'm saying this so that I bring this perspective to you. Faithfully, y'all get this. How many of you are with me? Let me know if you are seeing doomsday in another light. Can I get a doomsday is the new beginning? Ashe. You ain't even got to write all of that. Just Ashe. Right? If you know doomsday is a new beginning, let me get a heart or a star so I can see. Let me see what, if you see what, do you see what I see? This is what I want to ask y'all. Do you see what I see? It's not the end. So when I say doomsday, it is not, oh my God, the world is coming to an end. It's oh my God, new beginnings. That bullshit is over. Doomsday. There has to be an end for a beginning whenever we live on a cyclical continuum. Just like what I was getting highlighted here, right? That the cyclical completion of doomsday, preparation, and transition into a new cyclical year that represents a new beginning of events in a time-space continuum, right? Ashe, it is a time-space continuum. So it's not the end. Thank you, Dedicated Roots. She's like, yes, screaming yes, it's new. Death to rebirth means in order for there to be a rebirth, there's a death to something. There's a doom to something. And the doom is only going to be a gloom if you make it that. Maybe for a moment we feel like, oh, but we quicken ourselves to it. We're excited about this because this doom day signifies that something new is on its way, or something new is right here and it's here to stay. I'm ready for it. Are you ready? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Right? She's like, wow, it hit me. Hit me. Can you keep up, baby boy? And I'm not even a Destiny's Child fan like that, but I'm just saying. And I ain't playing. This is real talk right here and now. So I really wanted to share this. I was like, I gotta talk about this doomsday. At first I thought I was just gonna talk about doomsday and how I saw it from the 20th and it was the end of everything, and I just always call it doomsday, and now it's the beginning. But now it's like Spirit just gave it to me differently. It was like cyclical completion. The 12 days. It's a continuum. It's a new beginning. And so something has to end, and we have to respect that. I mean, you ain't got to do a darn thing, you know. I don't like to tell people what they got to do. But as for me and mine, I have to respect it, and I share what I now know with you. And to whom much is given, much is required. And once you know, now you know, and you cannot unknow it. But it's a beautiful thing. I shouldn't say but. And it's a beautiful thing when you get to feel the intensity and with greatness. When you get to feel that I don't got to be in the gloom of no doom. I can understand that this doomsday is a preparation for a birthday. It is my rebirth into the new earth. It is my recycling into a new cyclical year that is here. And we are rebranding it right here and right now. Right? So this 12 of cyclical completion is also the 3, as I said, because 12 is 2 and 1 is 3. So when we see that 12, it's almost like it's inclusive. It's indicative. It's automatic that it is a 3. It is representing the creative completion, which is creative activity that is all branding its new way. So it is the end and the beginning. It is the closing and the opening as the evidence and the exemplification of the Alpha and the Omega at a pivotal transition in time. So we're actually seeing like, ooh, it just, when I got this, it just gave me chills. It was like the Alpha and the Omega. Open and close, beginning and end, doomsday and birthday. It is the Alpha and the Omega. It is a continuum. It is an illusion that you even think that it is an end and a beginning, because it is a continuum. But because we're in this human suit, we have to see a close and an open, an end. But it's the Alpha and Omega, which is a continuum, which really is saying there is no beginning and end. It's a threshold. And it's how you say it and what you make it. So it is the doom that makes room. I love this part. It is the doom that makes room for what is birthed through the earth's womb. Let me say that again. It is the doom that makes room for what is birthed through the earth's womb. We're coming out of the womb. What did I say again when we leave Pisces? Pisces is a spiritual house. We're coming out of the primordial waters. When we come out of a womb, we are birthed through the waters. So that's how we got to look at it. When we're coming out of Pisces and we're closing out a cycle, when we're entering and we're closing out the doom, we are being birthed. I'm sure it must feels like that when we're in the womb. When we're coming out, we so comfortable in there. It's like, oh, it's so warm. I got everything that I eat. I don't got to worry about them. I'm naked and free and safe and secure. And then all of a sudden, labor pains. And we getting pushed out. And then we come out and it's like, ooh, what happened? Who took me? We crying. Because, oh my God, doomsday just happened. Somebody just kicked me out my room. Because my womb was my room. Doomsday. But hey, I'm here now. Oh, how cute. Cute little baby. New life, new beginnings. I'm ready to begin. Here I am. Here I am, baby. Come and take me. Here I am, baby. Come and take me. Take me by the hand and show me. I know, don't it feel good, y'all? It's not just me, right? I know it ain't just me, right? Can you feel it? Can you smell it? That's all. If you feel good, if you like it, I love it. I simply wanted to share that experience for those who could receive it, that doomsday is not dooms. I bet y'all look at doomsday in a whole nother way right now. Don't let them tell our story for us. Don't let doomsday be the boogeyman in the room. They want you to feel like, oh my God, this is coming to an end. We're like, good. Round of applause. It's coming to an end. Now, where's the beginning? Where's that new baby? They gonna think we crazy. Where's that new baby? Okay, I was missing. It's my bad. I was missing this information here. 320 and 5 is spiritual and physical balance of change. Yes, that's what that 5 is. The 320, which equals a 5. Thank you. I didn't even see that. See, that's why I say I like when we get in the room together and we look at the numerology. So 320, the 3 and the 2 is a 5. And 5 is physical spiritual balance, which is change. You can't have change without physical spiritual balance. The moment you have that harmony, here's change, right? I was a covert narcissist, non-participating consciousness. Yes, and it's good when you can recognize it. It's a lot of them walking around and can't recognize it, right? But when you recognize it, when you recognize, you re-know yourself, you realize with your real eye who you really are, and you have the opportunity to come out of that zombie state, that sleepwalking state. Ashe. It resonates with how it is we are revisiting trauma. Yes. How we're passing through. Okay. Shots fired. Pop, pop. They racing through here. Take me through there. Take me through there. That's how the energies are like, this is what's happening. Pop, pop, pop. All these fast cars racing by. Pop, pop, pop. And they just loud noise. Right? So yes, it reminds me, it resonates with how we are revisiting trauma. Yes, as we go through this doom to the birth, through the birth of the womb, through the womb, from the womb of the universe, through the womb of the earth, and into the wombs of our soul, it is revisiting trauma, right? Isn't it a little bit traumatic? Every time we gotta, doomsday, leave something behind, it's like, oh my God, trauma, drama, karma, new dharma. Ashe. We got to go through the karma to get through the dharma. We got to clear the karma to get through the dharma, right? We got to clear the drama to get through the trauma. It is what it is. Let it be, so shall it be. There is no other way. Ashe, ashe. So faithfully, a lot of you have gotten it. It does feel good, right? Because it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to you, baby. Let me hear you say. Don't start. Y'all know I'll just break out with some songs. For those of you who know me, y'all know when spirit hit, I get a lot of messages through songs, or confirmations will come through songs. You'll say one thing and I'll be singing the damn song all day long. Feels good. I'm your backup singer now, right? Thank you. I know who's singing with me. It feels good. Yeah. It feels good. Right? Snake with me. Cause man, can you keep up? Baby boy, induce my breath. Mm-mm. All of this, we just need to celebrate. Doomsday is a preparation for the rebirth day. Round of applause for anything that needs to fall away. Those of us that's going through familial hiccups right now, right? Because we got that, we had that square, Neptune and Saturn with Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter's doing its thing up in Cancer. Family stuff is being brought to the surface. Ancestral things are being brought to the surface. Why? Because the ancestors in time are the codes in our bloodline. Come see me at the retreat, y'all. This is what we're going to be talking about at the retreat and going deep into. And so if we're unlocking dormant codes, our God encryption, our DNA is in our spiritual blueprint is in our DNA. So it has everything to do with what's unlocking in us. It doesn't have nothing to do with them, everything to do with you. How we sift through it, how we sift through them, how we recognize them, how we see them, how we know them, how we learn to know evil when we see it. You better know that evil. Don't let them tell you, talk about, oh, we not supposed to eat from the tree of good and evil. You better know what evil is so you can know what good is not, so you can know what good is. So a lot of us are being brought to recognize these things in the families, these hiccups in the family, because as it activates us, as we extract things that we thought we once knew, as we have a doomsday of ideologies in our souls, in our minds about how we should be in families and how families should look. Blood is thicker than the water. That's a lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. It's a lie, right? Because you'll be suffering with some tainted blood. I'd rather have purified water than tainted blood. Say it with me, y'all. Say it with me. I'd rather have purified water than tainted blood. So a lot of us, and this is a doomsday that some of us just ain't ready for. I know that because I could feel it whenever I mention it sometimes in workshops and things. I could feel it. I could feel it when I mention it even in a live, that I could feel the Some people don't want to hear that. Some people ain't ready for that because to them family is everything. But right now we're being shown that family is an illusion. Just like a lot of y'all realize that money is an illusion and time is an illusion, you're realizing that, family is an illusion. Don't get it twisted. Why must you pervert the ways? Don't get too attached to something that people that you're here in a temporary finite experience to go through an experience with, to transcend. Don't get it twisted. They are your co-workers in this soul existence, in this unfolding soul journey. They are your co-workers. There are contracts. There are things you have to transcend, and you need their dysfunctions to get through it. See, we gotta look at it through that scope. A lot of people not ready for that, but this is what that Jupiter in Cancer is doing as it's squared with Neptune and Saturn. Visions and dreams, Neptune. Accountability, Saturn. Having accountability for the visions that you've been seeing. Right? Allowing you to really see the revelations with the sextile in Pluto. Death to rebirth revelations, death to rebirth transformation, death to rebirth, doom to rebirth, doomsday to rebirth. And so with Jupiter in the home life, oh, most definitely. Expansion of wisdom through experience, because what? Experience teaches wisdom. Ashe. I can't say it no other way. So I invite us to really explore the depths, get your light codes, ground, do what you need to do. Pick up a calendar or two or few. Give it to a gift for a friend. for them to have a good view. Choo, choo, choo. Ooh. Right? And so any other reminders, look out for when I'm going to do the detox, the detach. And I was just thinking today as I was talking about it and people had questions about it last night. I usually do it in a Zoom atmosphere, and I let people know, and then they email me and they register, they sign up. Um, I was thinking that I may do it just on YouTube Live. I just may come live and we talk about it, because usually we meet just like we don't meet every day when we do the detox. We meet at the beginning. If we're doing it for 1 week, we'll meet at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. If we're doing it for 2 weeks, we'll meet at the beginning of the week, in the middle, that middle weekend, and a closing out of the following weekend. So we'll just meet like 3 times, going over the cravings and things like that, explaining what the detox to detach is about, to help you depersonalize and detach from things that no longer serve us, because that's what we're feeling in the dooms. A lot of us are feeling doomsday in different ways, right? It may be personally something in you, it may be familial, it may be something in the family, it may be the workplace, it may be your community, it may be your culture. You're realizing that, ooh, this is not what I thought it was, about the race, the culture that you're in, the race that you've been in. It may be about humanity. It may be how you're watching for those, I don't think anybody here watch the news like that, but if you do, you do. But it may be about the wars and everything that's just happening in the globe that feels like dooms to you. It may be one or the other, or it may be, you know, altogether everything. You may be feeling the levels of all of this, and it feels like doom. It may be the loss of someone. Some of you may have lost someone, whether physically, maybe they've transitioned, or it could be just losing them from being around you. You lost that relationship. Whatever it is, it's the doom. And however you're feeling this doom, I want to remind you that it is a preparation for the rebirth. It is not the end. It is not gloom. It is just bringing you from room to room and womb to womb. Ooh, ashe. Let it exhume and never consume. Peace, peace, peace. Are we feeling that? Thank you. Love, like. I'm going to go ahead and close out. I spend some nice time with you all. So any other reminders, there's a 5D calendars, detox or detach. The next Chakra Moon workshop that I do quarterly is going to be in June. And let's not forget the retreat. The Ancestral Passage Retreat is the end of this month, April 23rd to the 29th, or through the 26th if you choose to do 3 days or 6 days. Limited spacing, 6 people. So first come, first serve. For any of this, one-on-ones, natal readings, any of this, guidance into the 5th dimension, as I am a 5D pioneer and energy alchemist, anything that I can help you with in this bifurcation bridge, in this multi-dimensional shift, working with your energy centers, as Dedicated Roots likes to call them, the seals, as opening the 7 seals and tapping into your natal chart. Infinite access to your divine self, all of that and so much more. All right? Thank you for the love. Thank you for it all. Discussing a spiritual doomsday phrase and its connection to family. Oh, that's what I did, AI? Well, thank you for telling me like it is. And again, happy Third Eye Heart Day. Remember to get your third eye, your higher insight, intuition, wisdom, and breathe that into your heart to activate the unity frequency, to activate forgiveness, and to help relieve you of any grief and unforgiveness by carrying your wisdom and your transcendence into the heart for your heart's expansion, from revelation to heart's expansion. Ashe. Is there anything else? Let me see. They're feeding you evil while telling you not to eat from the tree. Ain't that something? Yes. Right? While they feeding you evil, talking about, go ahead, eat from the tree of life. Y'all know there's two trees, right? You can eat from the tree of life, but do not eat from the tree of knowledge and good and evil. Eat from the tree of life where we feed you whatever we want to feed you in life. They telling you eat from the tree of the flesh and the things that show up in life, things that tantalize you in life, but do not eat from knowledge. We don't want you to know good and evil. Oxymoronic, right? Because if I want to be good, shouldn't I know what good and evil is so I can know what to do and what not to do? Ashe. We well on our way. So thank you, everybody that came through. Divine Nine, you've been sticking with us all the time. You and Royale, thank you. Dedicated Roots, always showing love and light. And I'm pushing time, y'all. I'm gonna do a video explaining to y'all about pushing time because people have been asking me about what it looks like when I'm pushing time. Thank you for remembering that this is my grand rising as I'm pushing time. And I didn't sleep yesterday all day at all, so I need a little nap. I'm gonna take a nap and then continue, have something to eat, take a nap. But yeah, I'm going to talk about pushing time so you see how that is also a part of it. Kind of started ever since I've been doing the 5D calendar, so it's kind of like me exemplifying getting out of that infinite loop of 8 years and dialing it back to the origins of time. And I'll explain a lot more of that when I break it down. And it creates more space in time as I push the timelines in time. So with that, I'm just on a whole different, time schedule from everybody. And that's okay. But we'll talk more about that. That will definitely be a subject where you can join me and I can share with you what time pushing looks like. And if it's something for you, and if you have any questions, feel free to share that there. 8:55, is that what it say? 8:55. That's infinite existence with master change. Infinite existence followed by master change. Ashe, thank you so much for your wisdom and your spiritual knowledge. We are so welcome. Oh, that's right. I got to thank you too. Is that girl? I just said G. I'm like, I know that's G. I saw you here earlier. Have a lovely rest of your night. Thank you so much. Royale, master change. That's right. 55 is that master change. Let me close that out. Someone's calling me there. I'll call them back. Glow. Okay, glow. Thank you, glow. Glow, glow, glow. It's a vibe. If it ain't worth it, ain't much my time. I think I said the words right. I don't know. 2022. I am sticking to my glow. It's one of them Facebook songs that I usually play and I could hear it. Glow, glow, glow. That's the vibe. If it ain't worth it, it don't match my time. Something like that. I might be a little off key or something, but it's something like glow. So with that, love and light, thank you all who have come through. Remember to get them calendars. Hit me up. Feel free to message me for anything that you have any questions about or you want to tap in about. All right? I'm very accessible. Enjoy the rest of your night. Love and light. Doomsday is the preparation.